Ever since I was a small child, there's two things I've been interested in above all else, neither of which were spaghetti: severe weather
I've never seen a tornado like this.
and aviation, both simulator and real. I've always wanted to be an airline pilot, but for a while put that dream on the shelf. But no matter whether you fly casually, for the military, or for the airlines, we all share one experience in common. And it's our first solo today. I'm running through my pre-taxi checklist. And now I need to get the weather. We'll tune into ATIS to get the weather.
Clear. Temperature 28 Celsius. 2.20 Celsius. Altimeter 3002. Wind 230 at 05.
Okay, got the weather. Altimeter hasn't changed, so the altimeter is set 3002, 3002. Brakes test. Okay, brakes are a go. Attitude indicator is blue over brown, showing field elevation. Airspeed 0, 352, 352, about 360. Attitude indicator, we'll test that on the first turn. Torque coordinator, ball in the center wings level, and heading indicator to compass 352, 352 at about 360. We'll test all three of those instruments on our first protected turn on the taxiway. Downtown ground, Skyhawk 358, Tango Whiskey at the main ramp with the weather. Like to get taxi for close traffic, first student solo.
Scout 358, Tango Whiskey downtown ground, 1-14, taxi via Delta and Foxtrot, squawk 0457.
14 via Delta Foxtrot 0457 for 8 Tango Whiskey.
Say Tango Whiskey to winds variable at 3, altimeter 3002.
3002 8 Tango Whiskey. Taxi checklist is complete. Let's get on going. I'll put the taxi light on. Just I know it's daytime, but area's clear. Taxi via Delta all the way until we get to Foxtrot. Okay, we're coming up on the intersection of Delta and Foxtrot. Alright, no aircraft on taxiway Foxtrot, no aircraft exiting the ramp to our left. Just run on brakes set. Fuel selector both, fuel shut-off valve full in. Trim for takeoff. Okay, flight controls are free and correct. We'll set the mixture for best power. Being stabilized at 1800 RPMs. Alright, mag test first. And our mags are looking good. Oil pressure and engine oil pressure and engine oil temperature are both in the green. And we're going to lean to check. Make sure our mixture control works. Okay, and now I'm going to set it full rich for takeoff. So our run-up is complete. I've got the mixture set for takeoff. Flaps are up. Mixture is set for best power at this elevation, full rich. Auxiliary fuel pump is off. Heading indicator to compass 322, 322, 330. Doors and windows, time to lock them up. Okay, doors and windows are locked. Landing light strobes turn on when we get takeoff clearance. In the case of any abnormalities on takeoff roll, if I don't like what I see, I'm going to abort the takeoff, put the power to idle, get on the brakes. If we're low and have enough runway space, we're going to land straight ahead on the runway. If we're below 800 feet, but we don't have enough space on the runway, we're just going to land straight ahead. And if we're above 800, we'll pitch for best glide at 68 knots for a 180-degree turn for 3-2. That's our board plan. Downtown Tower, Skyhawk 358, Tango Whiskey, 14, hold short 14, close traffic for student solo.
So 358 Tango Whiskey, downtown tower, runway 14, wind 2405, clear for takeoff, make left close and report your base.
Left close, 14, clear for takeoff, we'll call base, 8 Tango Whiskey. And we're clear for takeoff. Landing lights and strobes are on. Landing light strobes are on, finals clear. Lights on, finals clear, end of the runway's clear, we're good for takeoff. Okay, 14 on the numbers. Heels to the floor, full power. Engine instruments are indicating green. Airspeed's live. Looking for 55 knots, 55 knots on the numbers. They want to build some airspeed, trim down a little bit. Make sure we climb on runway center line. I'm finding a lot of back pressure, so remember we gotta call our base. Have to report base. Okay, I'm looking around. Engine instruments Attachments are looking good. Don't turn yet. It's pretty smooth out today. Okay, we'll begin our left turn for crosswind. Now let's make our left crosswind. Left downwind rather. And we're scanning for traffic, looking for our landmark. Coming up on 1,200 feet. Pull our power for cruise. Traffic pattern cruise rather, and let our speed build. Putting a little forward pressure in, so relieve that with nose down trim. Okay, we're gonna parallel the runway here, and we're gonna call base. We're gonna call on base rather. All right, pull power 1500. Flaps to 10. Let that speed lower the nose. Okay, and put the power back at 17. All right, flaps to 20. Downtown tower, 8 Tango Whiskey, base for 14.
Cessna Tango Whiskey cleared, cleared option, wind 2205.
Clear for the option 14, 8 Tango Whiskey. Turn a little early, but our flaps on 20, we're maintaining 75 knots. We might come in really high on this. This is my first one without instructor input, so if we come in too high, we'll have to go full power go around. Put the flaps to 30. I'm gonna pull the power a little bit because I know I'm gonna be high. Yeah, we're a little high, but we're good on speed. I'm gonna put a little power in here because I feel this coming right down. Not bad on the rollout, still a little high, and I got some speed to kill, or I'm on speed. We're descending at about 750 feet per minute. That's gonna put us right on glide path in here in a second, and there's glide path. Okay, final. All right, short final, we'll pull some power. All right, like how this is looking. I'm below 70 knots. Made the runway, power's out. Round out. Little flat, flaps up, full power. That's the first of three touch and goes. .55 knots achieved, rotate. Build up our airspeed to our climb speed, 74 knots. I'm gonna pitch up, adjust for airspeed. Got a B-52 taking off to my southeast, pretty cool. Maintaining runway heading with our right rudder, accounting for all 4 of our left turning tendencies. A little more right rudder. Maintaining 74 knots with pitch. I'm trimmed for climb, so I don't need to make any wild. That's not too bad. It's pretty good up here, if I'm being honest. Do our crosswind a little bit. We were a little close last time. And we're coming up on 1,200 feet, traffic pattern altitude at downtown airport. Gonna push the nose down a little bit, pull the power for 2,100 RPMs. Got my visual landmarks picked out, pull my power to 2,100, and I've got a little nose, got a little bit of forward pressure I need to relieve with some nose down trim. Okay, could get the nose up a little more on my landing. I didn't flare as much as I needed to, but the round out was nice, if I'm being honest, so. Okay, we're gonna call base, pull the power, 1,500 RPM, flaps 10, make sure nobody's doing any weird approaches into Shreveport downtown. Let that speed drop a little bit now, the nose is over. And we want to maintain 80 knots. Again, we'll call turning base. Downtown Tower Skyhawk 358 Tango Whiskey, left base 14.
Cessna Tango Whiskey cleared option, wind 2105.
Clear for the option 14, Tango Whiskey. Okay, and now put those flaps to 20. Ooh, don't want to get too fast. I'm a little high, I know it. We want 75 knots. Finals clear, flaps 30. Let's make this one a good one. Okay, I am pitching down for 70 knots. Could use a little power. Could use more power. Or, well, I guess some speed. At 72 knots, pitch for air speed, power for altitude. I'm pretty much on glide path. I just need, now I'm above, of course, because I put the power in. Gotta pull the power, don't want to get too high here. A little overshot. And a little slow. There's that sink. Still sinking, need more power. Want to keep that 70 knots until short final. Alright, we're clear for the option. A little low.
As we reach short final here and approach the threshold, check out the way I'm gripping the control column. This is how you over-control the aircraft, and it's due to not being trimmed for approach. Not necessarily a bad thing, but the way to correct for this would be to introduce a little more nose-down trim.
Alright, round it out a little high. Not bad. Flaps up, full power. Get back on center line. Looking for 55 knots on takeoff roll. 55, 60 knots. There we go. One swipe of trim. Help us to get our nose up. Alright, we're looking for 700 feet AGL. No, 700 feet MSL. And we'll make our left turn for downwind, crosswind. Alright, left crosswind. Maintain our climb through our turn. And this one's going to be the full stop. Not bad. Looking good. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Level out for crosswind. And make our left downwind. Looking at our landmark, making sure there's no wild traffic coming in from any directions. Really looking out for birds too. There's a lot of birds around the airport. Okay, nose over. Pull that power. We're looking for 21, 2200 RPM. Depends on the density and altitude. Got the runway a little inside of where I want it, but that's alright. Still got some nose up trim that I want to get rid of. There we go. Downtown tower, 358 Tango Whiskey, this will be a full stop.
8 Tango Whiskey, cleared land, wind 1905.
Clear land, 148 Tango Whiskey. Alright, we got landing clearance. I'm going to go ahead and pull the power. Go to flaps 10. Yep, flaps 10. Oh, we are a little fast. I'm below 85, so I'm going to go flaps 20. Make sure I'm right, clear on my right here. I'm going to go ahead and start that left base. Maintaining 75 knots, I'm a little fast. For that runway, okay, looking okay. Again, I'm bringing us out just a little more because I was like 10 knots faster than I needed to be. Make sure I hold 75 knots, go to flaps 230. Flaps are set to 30, finals clear, mixture and power are set switches, and we just need to execute left base to final turn. For 1-4, slow to 70 knots, no less. And this is it. Pitching the nose down and putting in a little more power because I'm on profile, but I'm slow. So we want to pitch down for airspeed, but we don't want to lose too much altitude. I'm rolling out here on runway, centerline extended. Forward final, there's an aircraft waiting for departure. I am right where I want to be. Pitching down, alright. Flaps 30, mixture and power are set, landing lights, switches are on. Everything's as I need it to be. I'm a little low, I could put in some power, maintain a little less of a sink rate. And we're right where we want to be. Okay, now I'm gonna slow to 68 knots, 67, 65 knots. Winds are a variable, they're light and out of the, you know. Alright, this is it, full stop landing. And we're gonna slow, I'm gonna keep the nose up.
Let's say Tango Whiskey, echo to the terminal, monitor ground 0.65.
Go to the ramp, 0.65, monitor 65, 8 Tango Whiskey. Yep, monitor ground, and we don't want to go into the intersection, get off the runway. And I just did my first solo. Okay, and flaps up, strobes can come off, landing light can come off. We're off the active runway, so those come off, taxi light is on, and pitot heat off, mixture, and we'll fix this. We'll lean this out a little bit. Ground operations. Right and left are clear. We're active taxiway. Let's go. I've had better landings for sure. Those weren't my best landings, but they were safe. I think one of them was a little flatter than I would have liked.
Alright, so that was my first solo flight. In the moment, I thought I was nailing my landings, but it's easy to see that I'm still drifting off centerline and even imparting some side loads on the main gear by landing with a crab angle, so there's still plenty to work on, and after all, I'm still a student. Nonetheless, I successfully completed my solo flight, which was a pretty amazing experience. I've got a lot of work ahead of me just to earn the PPL, but man, what a day for flying. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and for those of you who are aviators yourself, let me know in the comments below how your first solo went. Coming up will be more solo flights, including some cross-country flying. Till then, that's it for today, and thanks for watching Atmos Flight. As always, welcome to the journey.